welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a good day or night. Today I'm going to be reviewing and swatching my MAC lipstick collection. I don't have a crazy amount because here in Australia they are very expensive, so I actually received all these from my dad because when he went to America he basically stocked up on them. I actually didn't expect that at all though, because I gave him a list, but like in order of the ones that I liked the best so that he could get maybe the top one or two. So this was an amazing surprise for my 18th birthday. I have 3 different finishes, so I think that'll be really cool to compare what they're like. I have 2 amplified cream lipsticks, 2 matte lipsticks, and 1 satin lipstick. What I'm going to do for you guys tonight is I'm going to try each and every one of these on so that you can see exactly what they look like, and I'm going to talk about the pigmentation, the texture, the finish, the smell, like everything. And obviously you guys will be able to see how they look. The first one that I'm going to try on is an amplified cream lipstick, and this one is in the shade Vegas Vault. Right now my lips are naked. Before I did have a clear lip gloss on it, but I've taken that off so that this can apply as well as possible. By the way, if you can see any redness around here and up here, it's just eczema. I've had it my whole life. I can't control it, so yeah, just ignore that. So this is Vegas Vault in its tube. It appears to be a light orangey peachy shade, but we'll see what it looks like on my lips. The way I said that sounded like it was going to come out like magically purple or something. Trust me, it's very similar to this. Formula for this is so creamy. I totally understand why it's called amplified creams. It just feels like a really, really moisturizing lip balm or an oil or something. If you have dry lips yourself, I would definitely check out the amplified cream range because I'm actually amazed. Like, they feel more moisturized than they did before, which is the opposite of what most lipsticks do. I find that when I rub my lips together, it's really, really nice because it is so creamy that it just blends in more and more. It's not like it becomes patchy or anything, which is just awesome. I found this incredibly easy to apply. It just went on the lips so well and it blended really nicely, and it's really, really pigmented. Like, look at that color. It's so, so nice. Oh, I just got it on my nose while smelling it. Why? This is so faint that honestly, you don't have to worry in the slightest that you're going to get sick of it or anything, because I know that some people out there really, really hate strong lipsticks, but this, the fact that I put it on my nose trying to smell it says a lot. I would say it's a faint, slightly fruity scent. It's more just a clean scent. It's honestly so hard to recognize it, so I wouldn't worry about that. I'm going to go with my second lightest one, which is a matte lipstick, and this is in the shade Velvet Teddy. This shade is so popular. I think it's one of the most popular MAC lipsticks out there. I think because it looks good on so many different shades of skin, and also I think Kylie Jenner had a lot to do with it because she revealed that she wears that a lot, and then everyone went crazy. This is what Velvet Teddy looks like. It's basically a dark nude with pinky brown shades in it. And by the way, this is matte, so it's going to look a little bit different. So this is what Velvet Teddy looks like. As you can tell, it is a lot more matte compared to the amplified cream one. I do personally love matte lipsticks, but when my lips are dry, like right now, it doesn't look as good because it shows the fine lines a little bit more. Funny thing is, although these are matte, they are still really, really creamy. That's one thing I was really surprised about, because a lot of matte lipsticks, you kind of put it on and it's like, yep, can't move it, that's where it's staying. But you can still move this. I understand why this is such a popular shade, mostly because it's so wearable. I feel like you could wear this anywhere and it wouldn't look too over the top and it wouldn't look too casual. Again, the scent is pretty much the same, and now I'm starting to think that all MAC lipsticks have the same scent, so I'm gonna look really stupid if they do. Also, another thing you guys would have noticed is that it's really, really pigmented. That's one thing I really, really noticed about MAC lipsticks. You don't have to build. Like, you can, but it doesn't really make a difference. It's kind of just applying more on it. It doesn't make it look any more bold. It's straight away like, so the next one I'm going to be trying on is again from the amplified cream range, and it's in the shade Morange. It is pretty much the brightest orange lipstick I have ever seen in my entire life. I do have a huge amount of orange lip products, but this is definitely the most vibrant one. Can you believe how bright this is? Like, how awesome is that? I don't even have to describe the color just because it's so pigmented. I personally think it looks really, really cool, mostly because I have blue eyes, so it basically like brings them out even more. The formula of this is again really, really creamy, just like the other one from the amplified cream range. So when I rub my lips together, it blends in more and more, and you don't need a huge amount of product either because a little goes a long way. Again, this smells exactly the same as the others, so I sort of regret including a scent because they're identical, identical, but you never know, one of these might be a little different. The next lipstick I'm trying on is the only one I have from the Satin range, and it's in the shade Rebel. Again, this is a really, really popular lipstick, and I'm sure quite a lot of you guys would recognize it. I don't actually know what satin exactly means, so let's have a look at it. It looks a lot darker on camera and a lot more purple too, even though it's a lot more on the red side. Basically like a really rich, sort of dark red. I think that's the best way to explain it. Maybe like a winey color. I'm gonna admit this is already a bit harder to apply, and not because it's darker, but because of the finish. It basically sticks to your lips a lot more. I think this probably is my longest lasting one, which is awesome for that reason. Recently I went out to the city and I wore this, and every time I went to reapply it, it was already there. So I definitely think this has the longest lasting formula. Oh my god, why did they have to do that? Seriously? So this is MAC Rebel. I'm sorry that it's not as neat as the others, but it is a lot harder to apply because it's darker and because of the formula. I'll describe it as like a really solid color, but then it sort of has a bit of a glow to it, but it's not shiny. Again, the scent is identical to all the others. Describe this as such a sexy color. I also think this could be flattering for any skin type because I have quite pale skin, but I can imagine this on some really dark skin and it would look just gorgeous. So the last lipstick I'll be trying on is from the matte range, and it's in the shade Heroin. It looks like this. How beautiful is that color? Personally, my favorite color is purple, so looking at this just makes me so happy. I've been wanting a really, really bright purple lipstick for so long. So this is what Heroin looks like. How beautiful is that color? I love purple lipsticks so much. I think they look great on everybody. I'm just so happy that I finally got this because I've been in love with it for so long. I personally love that it's matte. I think it's such a nice look. I think as long as matte lipsticks aren't really, really drying, they are such a good formula. This is again just like Velvet Teddy, so if I rub my lips together, it feels really, really creamy and soft and moisturized, which is so good for a matte lipstick. And the obvious one is you can tell how pigmented that is. Like, wow, how beautiful is that? And again, that does not smell like anything. It's probably one of my favorites just because it's such a unique color, and I wore it to my 18th birthday party, so it's really, really special to me. Since when did I get it on my cheek? Has it been on my cheek all this time? That's so embarrassing. Anyway, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you're looking for MAC lipsticks, that it may have helped you, because these are seriously some of the best shades in my opinion. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and if you'd like to check out more of my videos, click that subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it. Also, one more thing, if my dad's watching this, I'd like to thank him again for like the 100th time for buying me all of these. Decided that I'm going to leave this one on because I'm about to film a video of my boyfriend, and I don't think I've worn this in a video yet. So yeah, bye guys. I guess you'll say that it's sort of a really solid camera. Did I just say solid camera? This is random, but I was just wiping it off. Ignore the food that's on my t-shirt. Basically, my boyfriend at dinner tried to get me to eat this food I didn't want, and then he dropped it all over me, and also on my onesie because I'm wearing that on the bottom. I'm professional on top and party on the bottom.